let me ask you this quick question. Do you ever find yourself feeling a bit like a pushover? You know you want to gain respect from other people, but other people don't seem to respect you. And the more you seem to try, the less it seems to really work. And now it's costing you in terms of your life and your career, you name it. If this is something you can resonate with, this video will solve this problem. These 3 steps isn't something that I've learned, it's something that I've done and I'm living literally every single day because it's totally transformed my life. I spent most of my years just being a pushover because I grew up with social anxiety and extreme shyness. But now I'm able to speak on stages all around the world, being invited to not even, for example, speak at TEDx, but also meet the president. It's just crazy when I really think about how powerful these steps have been for me. So be sure to pay close attention because this will transform your life. The first step is to model success. The fastest way for you to be successful in anything is to literally watch somebody who's already successful in what you want to do and model it. It's almost like if you're learning to play a guitar for the first time, you wouldn't just try to play your own song straight away, right? What would you do? You would have a mentor, a tutor that's showing you somebody else's song, right? And then you will literally model your tutor's song. Isn't that true? And one day when you get really good at playing other people's song, then you create your own song. That's the same in terms of yourself. If you want to gain authority, the fastest way for you to gain authority is to model the behavioral traits of somebody who's already authoritative. Because right now, you're showing non-verbal as well as verbal signs that's giving uncertainty, the feeling of uncertainty to other people. So you want to model people who are certain and who've got that belief, and notice what they do in terms of how they carry themselves. What's their tonality like? What's the rate in which they speak? How much do they pause? And you'll notice these people you look up to, they have got specific traits that makes you assume that they know what they're doing. And that's why you begin to listen. Is that making sense? So you want to begin to model success. And if you want to go a step further, ask them questions if you can, by the way. If they are like your mentor, ask them questions and figure out what they believe. Because what they believe is driving that behavior. And so if you really want to model this to the absolute core level, figure out their beliefs and adopt these beliefs and act as if it's true. And one day you'll notice you begin to see significant amount of differences in your life because you're now modeling the traits of somebody who's already successful, who's already authoritative, and who's already gaining massive amount of respect. That's the first point. The second point is to develop unshakable self-belief. If you look at people who gain massive amount of respect, it's because they do deserve it. They have got unshakable amount of self-belief in themselves. Look at, for example, Elon Musk. When he's talking about his vision of colonizing Mars, we cannot help but feel like, wow, that guy is just like dreaming so freaking big. Because whilst everyone else is like just saying, oh yeah, I just want to kind of just breeze on by, just pay the bills and so forth, this guy's looking to colonize Mars. Think about that. So he's got that self-belief that drives him to believe that this dream is possible. And that's why all other human beings want to follow him and just respect him, because we're admiring the fact that he believes in himself. And so you got to cultivate this belief within yourself. How do you do it? Firstly, you want to visualize yourself having already succeeded in your life. And you want to do it every single day. Studies from Harvard, when they carried this out amongst athletes who are very successful, they noticed how athletes in the locker room are constantly visualizing themselves succeeding, running through the finish line. You want to do the same. So visualize yourself having an incredible team meeting where you're really authoritative, where you're really confident. Visualize yourself being able to handle any uncertainty. Imagine the worst case scenario, but imagine you being able to power through because you believe that you can. And when you replay these images in your mind over and over again, your mind is being reconditioned to believe that you can. Do it every single day. It'll make a huge difference. At the same time, hang around with people who believe in themselves. You'll notice how proximity is power. And I found this to be true in my life. When I was really shy, I used to hang around with shy people. It didn't help with me trying to push past what I believed was possible. So I began to hang around with people who were putting themselves out there. And before long, I began to model them and I began to push myself because they're pushing me. And so you want to do the same. Hang around with people who really believe in themselves, who are really pushing themselves to get to that next level of personal development. The final step, the third step, I believe is the most important one I'm going to share with you today. The reason why is when you model success, you will begin to see results And when you begin to visualize yourself succeeding and develop that unshakable self-belief, you will begin to gain massive amount of respect. However, you will not make it last if you don't take action on the final step. The final step is to legitimately care about the people you're looking to serve. Legitimately care about the people you want to really have respect you. Because if you really think about the people who've inspired you the most, they're the people who really believed in you, maybe even more than you believed in yourself. And as a result, you were willing to put your heart on the line and doing whatever it takes to make it happen, right? And so you want others to feel the same about you. If others can really feel the fact that you truly care about them and you speak from the heart, and they can tell you're not some selfish leader, they will really get behind your message. So you want to go from what's called egocentric to ethnocentric goals. Egocentric is when you're focused on, what these goals do for you. Ethnocentric is when you're focused on how accomplishing these goals will help others. When you begin to really focus on adding value into other people's lives and showing empathy and displaying that to other people, they will really begin to respect you because they can really feel that you care. So be sure to give these steps a shot and let me know in the comments box below which point that you resonated with today, and I'll be sure to reply back to you. And like this video if you like this video. See you on that next video, and as always, follow your heart and take action.